All right, welcome back, COSA 50 Web. Professor Almeida here. Happy Thursday evening, everyone. Earlier today was the college-wide flex day, so that's why I'm recording this Thursday evening. Coming up in this video, I want to talk to you about week 3, which opens on Monday, March 17th. But first, as usual around here, I do have some housekeeping items, and I want to start with thanking all of you for turning in your TFS Concepts 1 training at the very minimum. Don't forget that you have 5 other chapters, and if you've been following the suggested pace that I laid out in the first week, you should be finished with your exams for TFS 4 through 6, and you can have the weekend to relax. But if you didn't follow the suggested pace, now would be a good time to get caught up in this accelerated 12-week COSA 50 class. So don't forget that you do have chapters 2 and 3 from last week, along with your exams for chapters 1, 2, and 3. And then this week, you have chapters 4, 5, and 6. So there's a lot to do if you haven't done anything since TFS Concepts 1 training. Now, keep in mind, we're still in the ad drop period, and I'm going to be watching for participation. If you don't turn in a single TFS assignment since TFS Concepts 1 training, maybe it's not the right time to take this class, and I'm going to assume that you're no longer interested and you will be dropped so that I can make room for others who want to add the class. So let's make sure that we get caught up soon and you don't leave things for the last minute. And you don't want to especially leave easy points on the table. The training sims should not take you very long to complete. It shouldn't be too complicated. You're watching a video and answering quiz questions. So with that, let's get into Canvas and talk about the game plan for the next couple of weeks. But we're going to focus on week 3. Again, that starts on Monday, March 17th. All right, here we go. Before we get into our class, I do want to talk about campus resources. You can get to this from the welcome module, and I want to start with the COS computer labs on campus in M229 and AA206. We're going to be getting into Microsoft Word, and if you don't have a Windows PC or a way to install Microsoft 365, which you will see later on in this video, you can come to campus and use the COS Computer Labs. Now, if you need to reach out to our instructional assistants, scroll on down this page and you'll see ways to contact them. If you need to get help with LBCC technology, whether it's the Viking portal or installing Microsoft 365, again, you'll see this later in the video, you can reach out to the Student Technology Help Desk. If you are new to online learning, and especially with an accelerated class like this one, check out these free resources, including the Quest for Online Student Success. And then lastly, if you need to get one-on-one tutoring for this class, that is done through the MDSC, the Multidisciplinary Success Center. Check out their policies and procedures. Here is the schedule, and it does change from time to time, so make sure to check back. Here is the availability for COSA 50 on campus and then online. Again, you do want to check this schedule from time to time as it does change. And with that, hopefully you have been getting my announcements. I've also been sending out messages through the Canvas inbox, or more accurately, through the Canvas gradebook. I have the ability to message students who meet a certain criteria. But again, as you can see here, all of your other TFS assignments since TFS Concepts 1 training is due this Sunday, March 16th. Don't leave easy points on the table. The training sims do need to be turned in on time, and you cannot go back for late credit. Again, check out this announcement for details. And with that, starting Monday, March 17th, weeks 3 and 4 will open, and this is where the pace slows down to the usual pace for the 16-week version of this class. We're going to be spending 2 weeks with Microsoft Word. Chapter 1 covers the basics. You'll learn how to create a flyer. In chapter 2, we get into research papers. And then in chapter 3, you'll learn how to create a business letter and use graphics. If you go to the modules page, and we'll talk about the ebook in a moment here, but I'm going to scroll down again, make sure that you complete your TFS assignments. Oh, one other thing. If week 2 is still grayed out for you, it means that you didn't check in with me. Be sure to visit the Success Check-in forum. You can't post there, but at least you'll be able to unlock week 2. All right, here we go. Week 3. Take a look at the Word module overview page when week 3 opens up. I provided a video on how the SAM training works for Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and Access. Be sure to look through all of this. Here are the objectives for each of the 3 Word chapters. Again, in chapter 1, you're going to learn the basics and you're going to create a flyer. Word chapter 2 gets into reference resources. And then in chapter 3, you'll learn how to create a business letter and also work with tables and graphics. Be sure to check out the action items. And speaking of the ebook, if you need more help beyond the training sims, you can go through the reading material. And here are the 3 chapters for Microsoft Word. Again, creating a flyer in chapter 1, creating a research paper in chapter 2, and creating a business letter in chapter 3. Now, you will need to have Microsoft 365 installed on your home system. If you don't have a Windows PC or if you can't get Microsoft 365 installed, make sure you go to campus and visit the COS Computer Labs. If you go into your Viking portal and click on Microsoft 365, you should see the Microsoft 365 Copilot dashboard. To install Microsoft 365 on your home system, go to Install and More, install Microsoft 365 apps, and then from there, install Office. You'll see the installer downloading. Run the installer and follow the prompts to complete installation. And again, if you need to get assistance with installing Microsoft 365, be sure to contact the Student Technology Help Desk. And with that, enjoy the rest of your week. Let's make sure that we get our TFS assignments turned in. I am watching for participation, so let's make sure we're staying on top of things. Don't fall behind. Seek out support. Don't wait until the last minute. And with that, have a good weekend, and I'll see you around. Thanks for watching.